Hi guys, and welcome back to the vlogs and to 2022. So I have honestly, sorry I've got Bailey here, missed vlogging with you guys. I say with you guys, well it feels like I'm talking to you, but obviously I'm talking to the camera at the minute. And have you missed YouTube? Oh, honestly, this week he has just been so tired and grumpy. Like, he's just not feeling it this week, are you, Bailey? Like, getting him up in the morning, it's hard work. I have to get myself up. I'm trying to get used to the earlier mornings. But this one, it's just a no, isn't it, Bailey? Yes. Alright, go back to sleep then. But I just feel so refreshed after having a nice break off. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and a really nice New Year. Well, I guess New Year's Eve as well. But it just felt good. I went away to Spain. I'm not sure if the vlog will be up by this point. I did kind of vlog the Spain trip because I went out and surprised my parents out there. But I was kind of looking at when I was editing it, and I just feel like it was a bit here and there. So I'm not sure if the vlog will be up or not. If it's not, then it's probably never going to be up. So I might have just scrapped that footage. But yeah, I had a really nice time. I actually went away for the first time since I started doing this as my career and switched off. I didn't shoot content. I didn't like pick up my phone. I literally left my phone in the hotel room for like 2 days straight. It was just the nicest feeling. And I did have a little bit of guilt, like, you know, I should be like taking outfit pictures, like the usual things I would do when I'm away, or like what I was getting up to, and I just hardly touched my phone. I was just there in the moment, spending time with my family, which is just generally what I needed. And it was so nice to go over and surprise my mom. She loved it. So I spent New Year's there because obviously our ski trip got cancelled because of the French border obviously closing to the UK, so we couldn't go, which I was so good about for like a good few weeks. And I was trying to come up with all these different ideas of us trying to get away for New Year for skiing, and I thought I'd rather just wait till like Jan, Feb, see what the update's going to be, and then we're going to hopefully rebook it for them. So instead, yeah, we went to Spain. It was really nice. But that was my Christmas and New Year. I had a lovely one. I had some time off. I feel refreshed and I'm back, and it feels so good. I feel like I really needed it. So I basically got back and I took all the Christmas decks down. That was like the first thing I did. So I'm going to cut into that so you can see the satisfying footage of me taking everything down and just like the house getting back in order. I just feel like it makes me feel so much better, and a best way to start the week as well. Having that extra day was perfect after the new year to just get everything done. But the one thing I haven't done is properly organise the house. So as you can see from the title, I thought the first video back I'll do a bit of like a organise, clean, get my life in order kind of video, and I'm sure you guys are probably doing some of the same things this week. And also go through kind of like my goals I've been setting, my vision board. I know a lot of you are asking for it. I haven't done a whole video this year on my vision board because I did do one last year. I will link it on the screen and down below if you are looking at how to make it. But I'll kind of talk you through the goals I've been setting, show you my new planner, my diary, because that's what I was doing all yesterday. Just set it all up, planning, and then today I thought I will sort the house out. I need to like declutter the kitchen, sort all my wardrobe out, all of those jobs that I put off, and I just feel like it's a great way to start the year, just just refresh, minimalize everything in the house, and just clean and tidy. So I honestly wasn't joking, guys. Wherever he goes, he's just like, nope, I'm sleeping. Do not talk to me. Do not move me. I feel like the only thing that will get him up is some cheese, but I've got to go downstairs anyway because I need to make some lunch before I crack on with the rest of my day. So my lunch doesn't look that appetizing, but it's actually quite yummy. It's just a little small portion. I had a little bit left over from last night's meze. So I've got some like couscous, red onion, tomatoes, and I've just chopped up a little bit of red pepper fresh, some avocado. I've got falafel left, which has got some of the beetroot hummus on it as well. And there is a little bit of hummus underneath there. And then I've just got 2 leftover pittas from yesterday as well. So just a small little lunch to keep me going. So I've had my lunch, had an outfit change. As you can see, I've got into this like cream sweatsuit. I've literally had this for years now, but I love it. Basically, I've been filming a real quick just after my lunch, but I need a coffee to fuel me for the rest of the day. So I'm going to make my coffee. Favourite espresso blend to come, so don't judge me for this coffee because this isn't as fresh as I normally like it. I feel like I've got a bit of a coffee snob now. Now I'm getting really into it, but this is literally what I could grab from the shop real quick before my order comes, which should come today or tomorrow, to properly restock everything because I'm going to do like a massive restock in the kitchen. Get myself a coffee and then sit down at my desk and go through like some of my goals with you guys and my planners because I always find it quite interesting. So hopefully you guys do too. And then I'll get cracking on after this caffeine fix with all the organising and tidying. Okay, so I've got my coffee after it's spilled everywhere. And I've literally just been on the phone to my accountant for like a good hour. So I feel like I got distracted. But I wanted to show you my planners that I've got. So I have these planners every year for like the past, I don't even know how long. It's been a while now and I love them. And this year they are actually in a bit of a smaller size, which is perfect because last year it was a bit too big. So this is the smaller size and it's from Carrie & Co. Perfectly Planned 2022. So this come in a really cute box as well, and inside it was the separate book, and this is a nice little notebook, manifesting notebook. So one of my goals this year is to journal. I always do my 5-minute journal, which is this one, and I've had this for a while now. I need to get a new one. As you can see, it's got a little bit dirty here at the bottom, and I love doing this in the morning, like with my cup of coffee, just literally taking 5 minutes, like it says, for myself and practicing gratitude. So it breaks it down on here, if it focuses so you can see. So you put in your date here, and it also gives you a nice little quote every day to read. You have here your 3 points. It says, I am grateful for. So it can be the smallest thing, the biggest thing. It could just be like you're grateful for your morning cup of coffee. This is such a great way to practice gratitude and manifest things into your life. And then you have what you want to happen that day, like things that will make that good day good. So you can put in here your daily affirmations, which I really love as well. And then at the end of the day, you can review it, or even if you wanted to do this like the next morning, 3 amazing things that happened that day and something you wish went a little bit better. So for me, sometimes that can be getting to bed earlier, just little things like that. So doing that every morning I just feel like puts me in a good positive space, especially to just wake up with gratitude. So if you haven't read the book before, The Secret, I feel like I've spoke about it on here before. It is a must, and it's all about manifesting it into your life. And along with that, I always love to do my vision board every year. I've done a whole video on it, like I told you guys, and I've been working on mine now. It normally takes me a while to do because I like to like play around with it and really think into the images. So the way I do it, obviously I will link the video for you guys so you can see it fully. But I normally do it here on my desktop, but as I've been away, I started it on my laptop and I'm finishing it on here. So I always get my picture sources normally from Pinterest. However, you can also, if you really want to manifest hard, make them more specific. So for me this year, I want to buy a home. So I will literally go on Rightmove and find the type of house, kind of like the location, the budget, and find the type of house that I want and take an image off that Rightmove. So it's really specific, and then add that to my vision board. So you can do things like that. They're a little bit more specific rather than again not of Pinterest. However, obviously you might want to make it a little bit aesthetically pleasing, and there's things on Pinterest that can be a little bit more general. Make a separate board on my Pinterest. So this one is my 2020 vision board, and I start to save all of my images here that I want to manifest into my year. So you can see here the Cartier bangle. I've wanted this for so long now, the bracelet, and the Justin Clue one as well. So I saved some images, and the reason I've saved it like this rather than just the bangle itself is because it's a little bit more realistic. It's on a similar hand, sort of like an outfit I'd wear. Like here she's wearing like a cream blazer along with a diamante bracelet, which I also want. So it's kind of like envisioning that on your hand, on your wrist, which is what these images are. Especially, I've also been having on my list now a Dior bag. I'm kind of deciding which one I want, so I've added a few different ones on here, but again, this is a little bit more realistic. You can see like a woman's holding the bag with the strap, which I also want. So it's kind of just like being a little bit more specific with your images. I really want to get into my best shape this year, and this is a similar gym set I have. I have the Adenola hat in a gym, which I can relate to. So all of these images that I'm showing you is a little bit more that I can relate to them rather than a random image. And then I also have my quotes. So these are just a few images that I've saved here. And then I will go into, and I use Canva to put them all together and make it obviously a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. But I'm not going to share all of this with you because obviously some of these are personal to me. Some of them have completely different meanings that I would have to someone else. But that is just how I like to do my vision board. I then save my vision board to my desktop, so I see it every day, every time I'm at my computer. And then I also save it to my phone background as well, if it focuses. It's not focusing there. So I'm always constantly seeing it. And I then review it normally like every 3 months or normally every 6. And it's so nice sometimes to see that those things have come true, that you've manifested it, you've brought it to reality, and then you can change it up for the rest of the year. So that is a way that I kind of do my goals. And then I also do it in my planner, like I said, with Carrie & Co. So this is such a good planner to break everything down. So you have it by month. So you have all your tabs here. I'll open it up so you can see. You have all your tabs here, like Jan, Feb, obviously down to December. So you can break it down by each month, but at the beginning of the month you can have like your year review. Obviously I'm not going to share this because this is really personal to me and my work goals. So you've got here like amazing things that happened to you last year, how did you achieve them, things you want to happen this year, and you can just write all these different things down. Then it goes into quarters. You can break it down into like your work quarters, which again is really helpful because I sometimes feel like when you have these goals they can feel so unattainable, but when you break them down into little parts and actually put them down in kind of like a timeline, it's a lot more manageable. And then it literally goes into the months. And then in each month you have the start of the month. So if I show you here for Feb, because I've not filled it out, you can have your top goals for February, how you feel that month, and a list of things that are like a priority to do that month, whether that be, you know, like a tax return or something like that. And it breaks it down again, so you've got your month breakdown and then you also have your weekly planner. And for me, I do this every Sunday evening, and it's just such a good way to like plan the week ahead. So you can say on Monday, like that's going to be the day I go out and shoot. Tuesday, that's going to be the day I edit, or whatever else is going on that day. And you can break it down, and then you have a list here of the top things that you need to do that week, and then just a little notes area here of like ideas or anything that pops to your head. So when I'm sat here, or sometimes if I'm around, I know that I could just jot these things down and come back to it, because I feel like sometimes I can be such a scatterbrain. So having everything in a planner like this is so good. So it breaks it down month, week, and then it also breaks it down by the day. And another goal of mine this year is time management. I feel like my time management has been so bad this past year, especially towards the end of last year. And even my family, my friends are on at me for it. They're like, you need to be on time. And it's definitely something that I'm like forefront of my mind. I really want to make sure I'm on top of my time management, so I'm just not stressing myself out. So this is a really good way of doing it. You put your top 3 things that you need to do that day, and it literally breaks it down by the hour. So you can write down everything and see realistically if you are able to get those things done in the day. Then you also have like a little note section. So these planners, and then at the end of the month, like I said, you review it as well. So these planners, like I said, I had for years, and they're just a game changer. They help me so much just to basically feel like I have everything together, even when I don't. And the manifesting notebook is just kind of what it is. It's just a notebook, and in here I'm gonna journal my thoughts every day. I've also got it here on the notes on my desktop. So some of my other personal goals this year is to be kinder to myself. I feel like I really want to just be kinder and start to understand my body a little bit more. I do have IBS, and I really want to understand my triggers a lot more than I do, because I feel like I'm constantly bloated, or I'm constantly feeling like heavy, and I just want to understand what my triggers are and just start to understand myself and be kinder to my body. So that's a big one for me, and also my work-life balance. I feel like just having that time off over the New Year period and not being on my phone was so refreshing, and I don't think I've ever done that before. So I just want to kind of set time for myself a bit more to have a bit more of a life work balance. They're just some of my personal ones, and then obviously a big one of mine is I really want to buy a home this year. So let's manifest it, let's hope for it. I'm really excited to be sharing that journey with you guys as well. Obviously the house hunting and all of that journey that comes with house hunting, buying, mortgage, it's obviously going to be a bit of a whirlwind. So I'm fingers crossed, hoping that that comes into reality this year. So these are just some of my goals, my resolutions, how I go about them. So hopefully it might help you guys, or even if you're just feeling a bit like, ugh, this week, like you can't be bothered, it might motivate you to get yourself in order for the year ahead. So I just find doing that really helps me at the start of the year, just to have a bit of a clearer mindset and know what I want to achieve that year. So now that's all done, I feel like everything in sort of my work life is done, except from at home. Like I said, I need to organise my wardrobe, I need to organise the kitchen. These are just some jobs I've been putting off. So I'm going to start this evening with the kitchen, because I also need to go and do the food shop. So I feel like having a clean kitchen before I go and do the food shop is a good way. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna drink water, but I'm going to start with tackling the fridge, because if you can see inside my fridge, it is looking very bare. So I'm going to take all this stuff out and like thoroughly clean through it all. I feel like this is always so, I don't know why, I find this really therapeutic. I love watching like the cleaning accounts on TikTok. So I'm going to take out all of like these and put them in like soapy water, disinfect them, clean all of the shelves out. I always use for it, the Method. This one smells so nice. I think this is like white wild rhubarb. Yeah. Spray basically the whole fridge out, take it all out, clean it to make room for the food shop, which I'm going to be doing today. Which was much needed, so that's nice and clean. And then I've gone and done the food shop of all healthy stuff. So tonight I'm doing chicken pasta, whole wheat pasta with red onion. It's like a light cream cheese, tomatoes and chicken. I actually saw the recipe on TikTok, and I think it's like 440 calories, like it's a low calorie one. And then I've got some other stuff ready for some healthy meals. Got peppers, green beans, broccoli, eggs, strawberries, all the fruits. I don't know why, but I actually like seeing people's food shops. Cucumber, I'm going to make a Greek salad tomorrow for my lunch. I've got some foil, which can be put away. These are my favourite yogurts, the Activia one, Gut Health. But I actually need to look into this with my IBS if it actually is good or not, because it is meant to be good for your gut, so we'll see. Obviously, my trusted oat milk, can't do a shop without that. Tomatoes, and instead of getting like normal bacon and sausages for like a Saturday brunch, we have got instead the turkey ones. So turkey rashers, only 32 calories per slice and a lot less fat. So that will be like our Saturday brunch with some eggs and avocado. I also got a whole cauliflower, which I'm going to break up and put with like harissa pesto and some spices and cook that for like a lunch and have it roasted, and then maybe put with like a little bit of a side or something, because I love cauliflower and I never make it enough. So I got that. Some fresh tomatoes, which I will do with some red onion and like olive oil, balsam, just as like a light snack instead of having like crisps or something. Chicken for dinner tonight. I never eat salmon like this, but Chris loves it. He's having that for his lunch. Like, that's like my worst nightmare. And then instead of normal meatballs, on Friday night I'm going to do like a spag bowl, but do turkey meatballs. It's a little bit healthier. And this is the cream cheese that I'm using for tonight. So this is the Philadelphia lightest, and there's only 26 calories per 30 grams serving and 0.8 grams of fat. So this is what makes the pasta dish tonight really low in fat. And then I just got loads of other bits that were needed. Coconut oil instead of cooking in normal oil. Whole nut peanut butter, I love that. My mint teas. Whole wheat pasta. There wasn't a lot of fruit left. I feel like everyone's obviously on the New Year hype. But I got cherries, love cherries. It's a snack whilst I'm at my desk. Some oats for the morning. And then whole wheat pittas, which I'm gonna make with my own beetroot hummus. I'm gonna make it from scratch because we went away to a hotel to the Limewood and we had it there and I loved it and I've been craving it since. So I'm gonna do it with like pitta or like a tzatziki and do some dips with carrots as well. So that is the fridge pretty much sorted. I need to go and get some like containers from IKEA to properly store everything. So I've put all the fruit loose here and then the other fruit in this box, like apples, oranges, bananas. This is all the veggies that I've washed and put in here ready. I've got my juice. I love these pressed juices. I always have them stocked up in the fridge. I think I have a discount code, so if I do I'll put it on the screen for you because these are so good just to have every morning. And then I also have the little shots that are back here as well, like the ginger shots. These are just some random leftover beers from Christmas that I thought I'd just keep. Got my cauliflower, and then in here on this side I've got all my water. So this is like our normal water, sparkling water, oat milk. We love our Coke Zero, so I always fill that up. And then up here I've just got a few little bits like cheese and yogurts and things like that. So pretty much done. I just feel like I need to get some containers and organisers to make this look a little bit more put together and utilise the space. Okay, so now that's all put away. I'm going to start with dinner and then finish the cupboards afterwards. So I got two of these, I don't need two. I'm going to do whole wheat pasta, so it's a little bit healthier. Chicken breasts, I've got 3 because I'm going to do leftover for lunches. Red onion, 1 cow spray, the fry light, and the Philadelphia, which I showed you guys, and tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes. And I think that's everything. Oh babe, do you know what we forgot? What? Chorizo. We're just gonna have to do it without chorizo. So yeah, you meant to put chorizo in it, but that's the one ingredient we forgot. So I'm gonna cut up the onion, tomatoes and chicken and get all that started in the oven. I've done the onions, tomatoes and the Philadelphia cheese in there, a little bit of olive oil, seasoning. I'm gonna cook that for about 15 minutes. I've got the chicken cooking on here, so I seasoned it all. Just gonna cook that until obviously it's all cooked through. And then my pasta is cooking, my whole wheat pasta. Just put a little bit of olive oil, salt. I'm gonna leave this to all cook now and go and take my makeup off and get my pajamas ready for dinner. My makeup off now. Literally favourite part of my day. My skin just feels so dry at the minute and my lips, but I've actually got my last facial treatment tomorrow with Cinzia. I am so excited to share this whole journey with you guys. It's literally been over like the past 6 months, so that video will be coming very soon, talking you through the treatments I've been getting, like my skin journey, how I've managed to, you know, start to get rid of all my pigmentation, because that was like my main skin concern. Like I said, that'll be coming very soon, so make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already, so you can keep up with that. But I'm going to take this off, have my dinner, and then finish the rest of the kitchen. Okay, so everywhere is now clean and tidy. You can see the tops are glistening, the cooker is glistening. I'm now going to go and tackle all of these drawers and cupboards because they've got a little bit messy and out of control. I mean, this one is just an absolute mess. I need to organise that. And then the one underneath is Bailey's little drawer, which again is a mess. So I'm going to go through and sort all of these drawers and cupboards and just clear them out. Like even this one we've got up here, it's got like our vitamins, medicines, like what the hell has happened here? And these are some of the Tupperware. So I'm just gonna go through and organize everything. Doorbell just rang and this just arrived from Amazon. I had a mop like this before, but the cleaner broke it by accident. So ordered a new one off Amazon. So we'll see if this is any good. I'm gonna set it up so I can clean the kitchen floor afterwards. And everywhere else in the house, I literally feel like Mrs. Hinch. And this is the current state of this cupboard, which is like all our teas, coffees, hot chocolate and stuff, which again has got a mess. So I'm going to tackle this. And I did get similar to the other one. It's like this little stand from IKEA again, which again utilises space. We can put these on top of the coffee mugs because the space in here is actually quite like large, if that makes sense. So before, it wasn't utilising it properly, so just having those little shelves really helps. Let's do a little satisfying transition. I feel like that looks a whole lot better. A little bit more organised. I just kept like rest of the coffees up there that we've got left over, hot chocolates, like dessert mugs, egg cups, all the tea bags, coffee cups, tea cups. Just looks a little bit more fresh. Okay, so I've also gone through these drawers and organised them a whole lot better. I'm going to order some like dividers from Amazon to kind of make this look a little bit more aesthetic pleasing, but at least it can open and close now. And I got rid of so many different like bottles and stuff that I didn't need, just kind of like the main ones, some utensils and like other little bits and bobs. And then I also sorted through Bailey's drawer, which looks a little bit more organised now as well. Again, I want to get some little containers that I can put all of his like treats in, so it's easier to find. But then I've put all of his like cleaning stuff in here, a few extra bowls, just so it looks a little bit more tidy than it was. So I'm going to actually leave it here. But still got to sort some of the other cupboards, like in here. This is a little bit of a mess. But Rome wasn't built in a day, so I'm going to finish this and also tackle my wardrobe. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I will end the vlog here and pick it back up when I clean up the rest of the house.